Welcome to Garden Party 2016. I'm your host, Jonathan Cooper. Join me on this ride, garden to garden. Knowledge from others on your own food. We're here this morning with Jack.
My name's Jack Bickerest, and this is Jacks Farmacy, and started in 2008. Thank you.
Good deal.
It's a vertical plow, and it's like a corkscrew, and it throws the dirt to one side. So you can build up your rows as high as you want, and like this will be fine for this year. Next year I'm going to come back and refine them a little bit more and get them more precise. And but after you, this has been covered for what, 4 to 6 weeks maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And you see they're clean.
Wow.
And they'll stay clean, especially if you're doing transplants. You'll be able to come back and have very few weed problems through the initial growth to where they're up. And then, but it doesn't mean you're not going to get weeds, because you're going to get weeds.
Oh yeah.
But it does suppress the weeds some. So then the other side of the asparagus, I've got 30 cherry tomatoes, 15 yellow or orange, and then the other side's all red. This is a whole row of tube roses, and this will be a lucrative crop right here.
What is that?
Tube rose. It's a
Tube rose?
real fragrant flower.
Yeah.
And the florist will give you 85 cents to $1 per bloom.
So you sell right directly to the florist, huh?
On this I did.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then,
Per bloom?
I'm sorry?
They'll give you 85 cents to $1 per bloom?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's amazing.
So-
Yeah. Yeah.
that'd be sweet. I'll take it.
Yeah. Are these are those perennials
Yes,
coming back?
it's a perennial. The only thing you have to do is, and it's tender, you have to cover it with a deep bed of leaves through the winter.
Yeah.
But I put those out. They were in clumps, small clumps, and we just put them out this spring. So
You know, that's
they're doing
something
great.
I don't think about as a just a hobby
Yeah.
gardener. You know,
Yeah.
you're in this also to make a little bit of money too, right?
Right.
So
Right. Just to
you have
supplement.
you have to think about things
yeah.
like that too,
Right.
Because you can't make it all off of. You can't put all of your we'll call it all your eggs in one basket towards just your vegetables too.
Delta
That's amazing.
Soul over in West Arkansas, I think they've just about switched over to all flowers.
Really?
Because they're selling the flowers.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we'll head down this way, and back in the back there's the okra.
Okay. Yeah, your okra are looking about as a little taller than mine right now.
Really?
Yeah, I planted an early crop with my tomatoes, and it was way too early. I think the soil was a little too cold.
Yeah.
And
I just they like warm soil.
Oh yeah.
And then this is cayenne pepper, and then this row is half row is jalapeno, and then this is provider or green bean.
Okay.
This is fingerling potato.
Okay.
And they're doing all right for what they are. So
For your potatoes, Jack, do you continue to build the soil
yeah, we
up
just
around them?
added last week. I've got 2 girls out there they're picking cherry tomatoes right now, but we loaded those up and with more mulch and deeper.
Yeah.
And I think it could go again.
Yeah. So I mean, this is a lot to manage by
Oh
yourself.
yeah, it is. That's my trouble. Is I'm way oversized for my age and for how much I'm trying to do.
How many hands do you have helping you out?
I've got Shimmy and Juno, 2 days for a half day each day.
Okay.
And I really need somebody full time.
Okay.
But I'll get there.
Yeah.
And this spring I added 36 feet off the back of this house.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
And then 12 feet off the front.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll head over that way.
Yeah.
So this is the house we just built.
Yeah,
It
this.
looks new.
Yeah.
Man, it's
Yeah.
not even a month old.
Wow.
And,
So you've been busy.
Yeah.
You've
and
been
I'm
very
tired.
busy.
I'm an old man.
Nonsense. You ride 30 miles on a bike.
And
You know what's keeping you going is those vegetables.
I believe it, man.
Yeah.
I'm a believer. So these are pigs and sheep I just put out. They're already starting to do.
Shoot up. Yeah, man.
And you got
this
the
is
string
way,
method. I like that. I've yet to try that.
Well, you're just starting to try it, right?
Yeah.
If you go to Johnny C's.
Johnny C's. You told me about Johnny's.
Yes. And like, here's the breakdown on this. You don't let it fruit for the first 3 leaves. Then you can start letting it fruit.
Okay.
That guy needs to go somewhere. Like in my belly.
Yeah.
And then what was that movie? Get in my belly.
No, it was Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's a perfect example. Like these are side shoots, right?
Yeah.
So with each nodule, you have a leaf, you have a fruit,
Yeah.
and you have a growth point.
Right.
All right. So after the first 3, you leave your leaf and your fruit,
Mm-hmm.
and you get rid of the growth point.
Ah.
And you like that needs to go, that
Yeah.
needs to go, that needs to go, and I'm up to snuff.
Yeah.
Now-
So it grows up in it instead of
Right.
out.
And then as soon as you get it as tall as you want it,
Yeah.
you pinch off the top,
Okay.
and then you keep pinching off the growth points, and it keeps producing fruit.
Wow.
So I wasn't sure. I sent them an email about, do you let them shoot off the sides once you get to your top? They said, well, it's up to you. And I said, well, okay, I was going to let them go. And I think you would have, I want to see what they'll do. See all that? Instead of putting that energy into these side shoots,
Yeah.
it's putting its energy into that main plant.
Wow.
So that main plant gets stronger,
Mm-hmm.
and these leaves they'll be that big.
Yeah.
And and then this is one of their greenhouse varieties of cucumber. And then I've got, the rest of this is peppers, tomatoes, and I've got red peppers, orange peppers, and those little snacking peppers. But anyway, I got 67 eggplants in here. And look at that, I have never grown an eggplant that big.
Yeah. I've never seen an eggplant that big.
And let's see, I've harvested those, but it's got lots of blooms.
No, your eggplant has just been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I cooked some of it a couple nights ago.
Is it good?
Oh, it was so good. We've made some
Yeah,
some
like this
ratatouille.
That one's ready. I'd take that.
Yeah, that was big.
But anyway, I got to go through that, and then if I don't get in here and I'm just going to layer 3 or 4 inches of that on top of these weeds. It'll kill them.
Yeah.
And but so I'm behind on where I'd like to be.
Now, Jack, you got tomatoes all over the place
I do,
here,
I
and
do.
and these are easily close to 10 feet tall.
They are.
Those are huge.
Yeah, that's our big thing, dude.
Yeah.
So the plastic was donated
Okay.
from next door. They had they recovered a couple of theirs. He said, "You want it?" I said, "Sure, I'll use it."
Yeah.
And I worked with this greenhouse. They gave me one for helping them out.
Yeah, you told me about that about a week ago.
Yeah.
What you mentioned earlier, you said you bring in wood chips and composted horse manure.
Yeah, look at this. I'm going to show you
Oh yeah.
And they're good?
Good earthy smell.
Yeah.
Nice
earthy.
and neutral.
Right.
I mean, it's black. You're not gonna find soil like this. Like if
Right.
we would just go out to our backyard in a residential area and dig a hole. I mean, you're to find something like this, you're probably gonna be as close to, let's say, the Iowa cornfields.
Yeah.
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 But that's very nice. Like, how do you do this yourself, or do
I've got
people bring this in?
Ben Townsend, he's works for the Shelby County Nutrition Center
Yeah.
for schools.
Yeah.
And he just bought a dump trailer. It holds 6 yards.
Yeah.
So he's found this horse stable over here towards Collierville that the guy's had some health issues.
Yeah.
So he's way behind on all this stuff. He's got lots and lots and lots of loads.
Yeah.
So I'm getting 12 loads a month.
12 loads.
A month.
A month?
A month.
Wow. So you said
'Cause
you've got piles all over the place.
I do. I've got there. You haven't seen back here yet.
Yeah.
So my plan is I'm going to build this soil and that people be jealous for my soil. But
What? Yeah.
Looks
Compost.
It's like Jurassic Park. Where, you remember when they're walking up on those big mounds of poop? Wow.
actually, that pile right there is probably 2 years old. So it's probably
The oldest.
the oldest.
Yeah, it does look drier.
And,
Like mulch type.
and Jimbo and I, he's got a big trailer, and we'd put 2 pallets on there, big wide pallets.
Yeah.
And this horse stable across the road, we'd go over and he'd load us up, and we'd bring it over here, and then we'd have to pull it off put chains on those pallets,
Yeah.
pull it off that way. It was a lot of work.
Yeah. Well,
And,
this way they just come in and dump this
Yeah,
stuff
I got
for you.
Ben coming with
Yeah.
a load, and I can kind of direct him where I want it, and I don't, it cuts my work in half.
Yeah. So with you and Ben, like now, obviously working together on this, does he get vegetables from you, or is it just this is just something that,
No,
that's
he's
part
got-
of his mission?
No, my neighbor,
Yeah.
he likes to dabble.
Yeah.
So he's got little places here and there that he's loaded up with this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it works out for both of us.
Wow.
But,
I mean, you've got a lot of land here.
I know it.
Yeah, you've got
This field,
tons of land.
I grew gourds in here one year,
Yeah.
and then I grew tomatoes in there one year. It was my experiment with growing tomatoes
Outside.
the commercially.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
how they stake them and weave them
Yeah.
and prune them. So I did all this pruning, and I spread diseases like crazy, and I got some tomatoes, but I just thought for the work, it just wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
So my theory now is to work on a smaller area and get control and keep control.
Yeah.
And so at some point, that field's going to be growing now.
Yeah.
But it's going to take 1 or 2 people full time to do it.
Right.
I'll show you one other little section that I started years ago that I've had varying degrees of success, from total failure to all right.
I think that's one of the great things about growing your own food is you just come out and
Yeah,
man, it is
you can go out
so nice.
almost any time of the year and find something to eat.
Yeah. Right.
And I just love that aspect of this whole thing.
Mhm.
And I started this in 2008. And I decided I would start planting a tree a year. And some years I'd cheat and plant 2. But
Yeah.
and so anyway, like that's a peach. That one's a nectarine. This is a plum. These are This is Montmorency. I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm not sure. The cherry. This is another cherry that pollinates that cherry.
Okay.
This is a pear that didn't produce this year, and the leaves had gotten black spots all over it.
Yeah.
It kind of rotted off, and they said it's a pruning issue. So I just got to get in here this fall and figure out what I need to do to get it right.
Yeah.
And this is another little pear, and it's got some fruit on it. That's a little tart cherry that's way too close. See, they were all just so close.
Yeah.
These are pretty good. I was catching on. And these are fine. I've got those spaced out just fine. I've got several. There's another pear over there.
Looks like you had a fig tree over there too.
Yeah. That's that purple one.
Yeah.
I love that pear. And,
Oh yeah.
so this is my little orchard that I started before I knew anything.
Yeah.
Number one, I got those trees too close together. Everything's too close together. But
you got lessons off of that now. I mean, you're smarter from it.
That's right. And now everything I'm doing, I'm planting.
And now these people know
Yeah, good.
not to plant.
Yeah, don't plant them too close.
Don't plant trees too close
You
together.
know, they'll say 10 foot, but they really mean 20 feet.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, it's 10
And-
foot per tree, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then this tree is loaded, but I guarantee I won't see a peach off of it because of brown rot. There's brown rot right there.
Brown rot.
Yep.
Well, I mean.
See, I'm trying not to spray.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's the beginning of brown rot.
Yeah.
Let me see, there's... No. But here's one that's already gone through the whole plant, the whole peach. It's dried up to that.
Right.
And that will
Hold
spread,
it still, David.
that'll spread like wildfire.
Is
And-
this
and
is this
you'll
a
lose-
disease on the plant?
You'll lose the whole tree
Yeah.
to that.
Is this a specific
Is
like
this
a
like-
viral disease for the plant?
Yes, and it's...
Would it be like a one, like just for that year you lose all your fruit, or is it like?
Right. But every year, there's another one. And I tried earlier to think that, okay, if I keep all these off, it won't spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just joker. But anyway. So, I don't know. It's a real decision of, I could spray it for brown rot and eliminate it.
Right.
But then I'm no longer, I'm certified naturally grown right now, which is just, it's the same thing as being organic.
Right.
It's just, I'm not, it's kind of a grassroots program.
Yeah.
And,
Just go ahead and say it. You're not paying in the big bucks.
Yeah.
That's the one worst thing about being organic is like,
But you know,
you want to be organic, you're gonna be broke.
like the state of Tennessee has started picking up, they want people to go organic. Have some hard peaches.
And they'll eat those peaches?
They'll peck at them.
Peck at 'em, yeah.
Yeah. And as they rot, they'll eat it.
Yeah.
And that's foghorn leghorn.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said, boy.
I said, boy.
I
you
said,
ain't no
boy.
chicken. So, but he's been around for quite a while.
I mean, if I was a natural predator, I wouldn't mess with that guy. It looks fairly intimidating.
He is. So.
Another couple piles here.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just when they arrive, you just direct them.
Yeah. Well,
Gonna
what
come?
we were
Oh,
doing,
wow.
We were getting, there's a little blackberry break.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of berries coming on here, Jack.
Man,
Wow.
is that not?
That's amazing.
That is wild. And you get a ripe one.
Wow. One of my favorite fruits, actually.
Yeah, me too.
I've got some vines growing up at the house. They're first year vines right now.
See if you can find one that's been warmed by the sun. I mean, it's just.
Oh, I think I just ate one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It's just melting your mouth good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Wow.
here you go. But You know what? I think wild blackberries are more flavorful. Than,
Well, I just started 2 vines that his grandfather gave me.
the thornless.
No, they have thorns.
Those, I believe they're, you know, don't give me no.
No, these have thorns.
Guessing. Yeah, these are thorns.
Yeah.
These hurt.
You
earned
gotta
these.
work for it, right? Yeah.
But man,
You don't do anything to this. You just let it go. Let them. It's the ebb and flow of.
I try to kill it,
Yeah.
and it just. I think it just says thank you.
Well, I could see why you try to kill it. These are delicious.
And then, well, I'm gonna come out here, pick me another blackberry cobbler.
Oh yeah.
But this is my pride and joy here. And these carrots down at this end are a little bit smaller than where I've been digging. But I'm crazy happy with it.
Yeah, they look nice and full and really green.
Yeah, they're. See, these are smaller. So we're gonna leave these. Although I will take these. Let's go down where they're big.
Well, these are some good looking carrots, Jack.
Yes, sir. These
Wow.
are nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
And some of the guys, some of the critters are finding them, and they're eating the tops.
Yeah.
I mean, the top part of the carrot.
Oh, really?
It's sticking out of the ground.
Yeah.
I found. So, your guess is as good as mine as how many carrots are.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like.
Yeah. Now, do you direct sow seeds there for the carrots?
I'd use earthway seeder.
Earthway seeder. What did it tell me about that?
We'll look at it here in a minute.
Okay.
And it's quick, it's easy, and it does a pretty good job. I was really worried that I'd overplanted, that there was too many came up.
Right.
And I had some people look at it.
Yeah.
Said, no, you're all right, leave them alone.
Yeah. Are you going to take all these to market today?
Yeah.
Wow.
I found that the center of the row is better than the outer. But I'll take look at that.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That is.
Yeah, I'll come back and finish those in a minute.
Jack, when you grow these carrots, and obviously these are doing very well. Would you stick to this brand or stick to this this type of carrot next year?
Well, I've tried different ones. I tried the colored ones.
Yep.
And the people, they might be catching on.
Yeah.
But you know, they get stuck in that. I want an orange carrot.
Yeah.
I don't want a red carrot.
Right. Right.
And so this is dance, half long, and it does well in clay soils.
Yeah.
So, and I had, what's her name? Josephine and Alexander. They have Tubby Creek Farms. And I've always called her the queen of carrots.
Oh yeah.
Because her carrots are always beautiful.
Yeah.
And for her to come over and say, Jack, those are some good looking carrots. And she says, and I don't say that easily. And I said, I hear you. I said, I appreciate it.
So what would you say as a trade secret for those carrots? We're gonna block the camera off so that no one gets that.
Yeah. No, I don't care. No, carrots. Supposedly carrots are easy to grow.
Yeah. Wow.
But I was telling him earlier that the best way that I've heard is you plant your carrot seeds. You take a row cover.
Yeah.
And you cover up your bed, and then you keep that wet for 7 days.
Okay.
If you have to get out here with the hose and wet it down a couple times a day.
Yeah.
But luckily this was done during the rainy part of the year,
Yeah.
so I didn't have to do anything. And then, except after 7 days, you uncover it, you rake it lightly with a garden rake. Carrot seedling is deep rooted,
Okay.
where your grassroot weed seeds are real shallow.
Yeah.
So you rake through it, you disturb that beginning stage of the weed, and it kills it.
Yeah.
Cover it back up, wait another 7 days, keep it wet, then come back, uncover it, do that again, you're ready to go.
Oh yeah. By the time.
And then once the tops start growing, then
Yeah.
there's no weeds coming through that.
Oh yeah.
So you can, and carrots love for a bed to be dug with this.
Really?
So what you do is you goes in, work it down deep, and then you don't even have to turn it over. You just bring it back and break that soil a little bit,
Yeah.
and jump back and do it again. And then you do the whole bed that way.
Yeah.
I've been working this bed, but I can still work it again. So the deeper you get it, the better it is for the carrots. But you break it. That's all you do.
Yep.
You don't destroy that structure of that soil.
Yeah. Basically, are you just aerating at that point?
You pretty much are, but
Yeah.
it gives all those hair roots a place to go and
Yeah.
water to get down.
I see the ladybugs like that stuff too.
Yes.
Have you ever artificially, I would say, introduced
Yes,
your
I have.
your crops with beneficial bugs?
I did.
You did.
I did, and I tried nematodes too.
Oh really?
And
Yeah. What's your experience with that?
I don't know that I could tell the difference.
Yeah.
But
right.
I could on the beneficial bugs.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
and,
feel that they, that they created basically a population of good bugs, and you've seen them ever
Right.
since?
Right.
Yeah.
And so they've been here, and I'm gonna let it go, you know.
Yeah, of course.
If you have any advice to give out to somebody starting up gardening, what would it be?
Stay small. Stay small, stay under control, and it's just a slow learning process. And every year you will gain more knowledge and talk to other farmers, talk to other gardeners, and it's just that knowledge just passes around, and it's just amazing what you learn in 3 or 4 years. So just take it easy. Don't fret about it. If the bugs get it, it's a lesson learned. Or you didn't put enough water on it. You just learn, and pretty soon you can spot stuff before it happens and save your produce.